Morning guys, welcome to week 2 of my Hashimoto's treatment, and things are going really well. Today I had my check-ins and I hit my lowest weight that I've been, I would say, since March. So since March, what's kind of been happening is I have stopped my weight loss and I started gaining weight. Back in the very beginning of February, I started my prep, and about week 6 to week 7, so halfway through March, my weight got down to 133 and it was up to 139 when I started. And so I lost about 6 pounds. So I wasn't like too upset, but it was also moving slower than I thought because I was being really good with my food and I was tracking everything and I was also doing all the workouts and I trained pretty hard. So whenever I got the weird fluctuation around the 3rd week of March, I started gaining weight slowly. Went from 134 to 135, 135 to 136. April came around, my bloating started getting pretty bad. I stayed 136, got into 137. By the to the end of April, I jumped up to 137, 138, 139. And as you guys will see in the picture that I provide right now, I actually got up to 139 to even 140 some days at the beginning of May, and it really freaking hurt, guys. I was lifting and I felt like I was 5 months pregnant. I would go to bed looking 5 months pregnant, wake up looking 5 months pregnant. Everything just hurt so freaking bad. And so whenever I decided something was wrong, it was probably like the end of April. I was like, I can't lose weight. I've increased my cardio by, maybe it was like 40 minutes a day. I decreased my food to a lower carb, higher fat, which has worked for me in the past. Nothing was helping. So I decided that I would reach out to someone to get my blood work done because I felt like something was just wrong, especially with the weight gain and how quickly I gained weight during my off season this winter too. So that came around, I scheduled my blood test and I was like, I need to start doing something to relieve this. So instead of pushing food, like from March into April, I stopped doing 6 meals, I moved it to 5, and then I stopped doing my 5 meals and I moved it to 4. So I was doing 4 meals a day and I cut back the volume of my vegetables by so much. So I was eating like my egg and egg whites with oatmeal and a couple berries, and then I would have like meat and carbs with 2 of my meals, and then the other one would be like meat and veggies, and then I would have some fat added in. So it wasn't that much food and everything was just getting worse. So what I did around that time is I cut back to 4 and I introduced intermittent fasting. So I don't eat till about 11:30 or 12, and I try not to have anything after 9 p.m. I do want to get that 9 p.m. up earlier, but I'm just one of those people that wants to snack late at night, so if I don't have a meal, I'm usually reaching in the nut jar or making something small because I want food. So I know that doesn't work very well for me, so I have to keep a meal. I just try to keep it whatever my hunger level is at. With all that changed, I also added back in my probiotic probably the end of April or mid-April, and that's made a huge difference in my digestion. I also added digestive enzymes with most of my bigger meals or if I've been going out to eat. And I've added in some dairy. I don't eat much gluten, but I do eat things that contain gluten, like my non-gluten-free oats. I also eat wheat thins and some fun foods like pitas and stuff that I really enjoy and that I just haven't had for a while. And since I just came off of prep for 3 months, like I really want to enjoy some foods. Like I went out and got pizza on Memorial Day weekend, and then I had a burger with fries the day Gina was gonna leave. So like I've been allowing myself to have some fun, but I've been really good with it. Right now my carbs are between 110 to 140. It just depends on if I'm being really good. My protein's right around 120 to 140. That just depends on how my digestion is. If I'm feeling too full, I'm not going to eat 140 grams of protein. Fat has been frequently around 60. I try to always keep that around 60. It's easy for me to get that in because I love eating nuts, and I love eating like my Bolthouse Farms dressings, or just some of my oils that have high fats in it. Now, when it comes to the spicy food, I realized that like cutting out the spicy food didn't make that much of a difference for me. So I'm not going to focus too much on that. But I do want to focus in on like those food choices, because I really do feel like they are making a difference right now. At the moment, I'm cutting my white rice and I'm just trying to keep it to brown and wild. I'm keeping my potatoes sweet, and vegetables, I'm not eating the cruciferous vegetables because those are notorious for bloating. They create a different gas in your digestive tract that other vegetables don't create. And what I mean by that is like when they're broken down, they're processed a little bit different, so you get gassier. So this has stuff to do with like broccoli, cauliflower, really dark greens like kale, Brussels sprouts, and you know, unfortunately I love eating those veggies, but I do notice like they mess me up a little bit. They're great in fiber, but they're not great for my digestive tract. So that is also something that people with Hashimoto's have an issue with. So thyroid problems, you'll notice eating those foods make you more sensitive. I also can't do alcohol. Like simple sugars really mess me up. So I've been really trying not to drink. I'm going to say that for special occasions. I just know how bad it makes me feel. I know you guys think, oh, well, I have hangovers too. Y'all don't have the hangovers that I get. Trust me. So, and I used to drink all the time when I was younger. I know that this isn't normal. I know that your body shouldn't metabolize like alcohol the way I feel after I drink. Same thing with simple sugars. I can't go out and eat like a whole piece of cake or a cookie or something fun. Like I have to be really, really selectful with it, and I have to eat a very small amount. Like I can't go out and overdo it. Like it really messes me up. I would say within 15 minutes of eating something high sugar, I immediately get like this tension, headache, pain in my back, like my muscles get really tight. And my doctor pretty much said it's because my body just can't metabolize it very well. That's kind of where I was with food, and my digestion got really, really good in the last like 3 weeks. So I am beyond stoked. Like hitting a new low has been so relieving, and you know, trying to stick to my food as good as I can right now. That way I don't gain weight, since I am reversing. The thing that's going to be really interesting is thyroid medication is going to help speed up my metabolism. Like I'm working with a non-functioning thyroid right now with 0 hormones. So my body is not working at all the way it should. And when it comes to food and breaking it down, I'm not doing that either. So I'm feeling a little bit more hunger in the morning, which is such a good sign. And like I am just feeling so much better. Like I'm not like extended. Like I mean guys, like even if I was trying to like look pregnant right now, like that wasn't even close to how bad it was. Like it was so painful. I wasn't even sleeping at night. When it comes to cardio right now, I'm decreasing my fasted really slowly, still doing my outdoor walks every morning. I went from 50 minutes down to 40, and then I think in maybe even this week I might bump it down to 35, or Coach and I will. So that's the plan. I'm walking to the gym now. I'm working out 6 days a week. I'm probably going to bump that down here soon so I can let my body recover a little bit more. I feel like I have all the mass that I really need at the moment, so keeping a little bit lighter might be the most beneficial for me. Shots are going well. I've only bruised once, which is great. I'm just getting a little bit quicker with that insert. Can't go that slow. I've been tracking my how I've been feeling in a log and trying to be really good with that. So when I get done with my first month at the doctor, I can give him this and he could read it and see how he needs to adjust my medication. Because with the hormones, I notice about an hour or two later I get really tired, but I don't know if it's from the hormones or if it's from my levothyroxine, because I'm taking that at the same time every day too. And I'm taking both things at the same time every day, so of course I'm going to get those symptoms at the same time. I know that thyroid medication is notorious for making people feel, I guess, like tired and hit a wall because the levels just aren't right. So I'm really, really, really excited to get those things figured out so I'm not feeling like a psychopath during the day and getting really tired and not being able to move. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm super excited. And Henry, you want to say hi? Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby. Yeah. Week 2 is officially over of my treatment, and it hasn't been easy this week, and some days I have energy and some days I can't move, and it's not very fun. So I reached out to my doctor and I have a call with him on Wednesday, so that's in 4 days, and we're going to go over some of the stuff. I don't know what he's going to talk about yet. I will definitely let you all know how that goes, but I keep having really bad crashes, and by really bad I mean Friday was yesterday and I was on the phone and I talked to clients during the day until about 4, so I had probably 4 or 5 client calls, and then I was supposed to go to the gym at 6. I tried to get some work done between 4 and 6, couldn't move, I could barely keep my eyes open, had to take a nap from 6 to 7, skipped the gym, woke up 7 to 8, watched some TV and went to bed at 10, and then slept till 8 a.m. this morning and still felt groggy. So something's a little off. My sleeping just isn't where it needs to be, so that's kind of frustrating that I have been getting these like major crashes and headaches. So if anyone has any tips, that would be awesome. I am going to start reaching out to some people who are deeper in the Hashimoto's realm and seeing like what type of value I can bring to them or they could bring to me, and it's kind of where I'm at with it all. So it hasn't been like the most fun first couple weeks, but I've been keeping a really good track of it all. But I am dropping my training down to 4 sessions a week, which is really interesting. And I'm also cutting my cardio in half, which, you know, is kind of like a mind fuck to me because it just isn't something I normally do that quick. Usually it's a progressive like decrease, but I know that my body needs some type of rest right now. So I'm not going to get upset. I need to remind myself that I'm not doing anything and that I'm actually healing my body and I'm working hard in other areas of my life, like my business. So that's where my focus is, and I'm just trying to overcome some of these headaches. When I get one, I just take like extra strength Tylenol, and that's really all I can do besides sleep. So it almost turns into like a really chill migraine, if there is a chill migraine, but not very fun. The gym has been really good. When I have been going, I feel really strong still. I'm not strong in weight wise, like pushing, I'm really weak, but I feel full and I feel vascular and I feel stronger than I have in a while. And I think that has so much to do with the thyroid and the hormone medication that I'm on. For a while I had no vascularity, and now I can, like, you know, see my veins most of the time. I also get a bigger pump, which is awesome when you're at the gym, and I just feel a little bit better while I actually have energy. So it has been pretty awesome. I'm just really looking forward to having like that really good creative flow back in me, that like natural like to get up and get going during the day, and not being so fatigued and tired and having those crashes, so I can overcome all those things. I was having really bad bloating midweek. It was almost as bad as it was a few weeks ago, and I can't really say exactly what it was that I was doing wrong because I was eating some foods I shouldn't. Like I was eating wheat thins and I was eating some spinach and artichoke dip, and I had meal out on Sunday and some pizza. I think it just kind of got to me. Even though I felt okay when I was eating it, it just didn't go too well. I was also experimenting with different vegetables, and guys, like I just can't eat like vegetable medley mixes. I can't do like broccoli, unfortunately. As much as I love it, can't do it anymore. So I'm slowly cutting certain things out. I am going to start an elimination diet here soon. I'm looking into the FODMAP and the AIP. So I'm very interested in starting them, but I have friends in town next week and I don't want to start something that I can't do and give 100% to. So I'm going to do research into that. I'll record some stuff for the vlog, letting y'all know what I'm going to do so I can bring you along that journey, what my food looks like, what I can and can't eat, and just keep everyone up to date on like what is actually working for me, because at the end of the day, I hope that this helps somebody. I hope that this message reaches somebody. One thing I do want to keep advocating is if you feel like something's wrong with you, go to the doctor. Please get blood work done. Don't just get a panel. Ask for your thyroid, ask for your hormones. A lot of the time your doctor's going to say, oh, why? You don't need it. Nothing's wrong with you. No, if you know there's something possibly wrong with you, there's probably something wrong with you, as long as you're not a hypochondriac. So if you feel like you're having fatigue, brain fog, cold hands and feet, if you easily get irritated, you don't have a sex drive, you don't feel good sometimes, you have bad digestion, I mean, the list goes on. You have heart palpitations, you have anxiety. All these things could be related to your hormone and thyroid health, so just get it checked and don't wait anymore. If you need a number, please let me know. I can get you into contact with some good people. But with all that, you know, thanks for watching again. Thanks for supporting me in my journey. If you could, please give this a like, follow, and subscribe so you can see some future videos. I am going to do ones not just my Rise Up series and not just related to Hashimoto's, but also my competitive world, you know, trips that I go on, what's in my bag, you know, just a bunch of fun stuff's coming up next. So please give it a follow, share this with anybody you think can gain some knowledge or that needs a journey to follow. This is a very serious topic, so sometimes you just need to know that you're not alone and you have other people in your corner. So with that being said, guys, I'll talk to you later.